Hello, friends. Welcome to week 13 of the most comprehensive and therefore the most scientific ranking of Atari 2600 games known to mankind. I'm Matt, space shooter savant, and I'm joined by basic mathematician Mike.
What's up, guys? I love the callbacks. That's good.
Yes, go back and watch all the old episodes because they're all great if you're new to the
Yeah.
series. It's only like 40 hours or something, you know?
Eh,
It's not that much of a commitment.
fall asleep to it. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, your brain will absorb the science while you're asleep. It's subliminal something.
Subliminal signs.
Yeah, subliminal science. It's proven to work. Asterisk. So, quick recap, top 10. Number 1, Riddle of the Sphinx. Number 2, Escape from the Mind Master. Number 3, Laser Gates. Number 4, Minds of Minos. Number 5, Adventure. Number 6, Pingo. Number 7, Oystron. Number 8, My Golf. Number 9, Haunted House. And still in the top 10, a game I have a lot of personal love for, Bank Heist.
Yeah, dude. I'm so glad. I'm really glad that game's still in the top 10.
Yeah,
So
that game rules.
that game's fucking great.
And real quick, bottom 10, number 63, Mr. Dew's Castle. Number 64, Dragster. Number 65, Alfred Challenge. Number 66, The Venerated Breakout. Number 67, Glib. Number 68, Miniature Golf. Number 69, a recent addition, Real Sports Boxing. Number 70, the OG awful game, Minor 2049er starring Bounty Bob. Number 71, Title Match Pro Wrestling. And number 72, still somehow unmatched, even 6 episodes later, Springer.
Yeah.
And a bunch of stuff in the middle. Some of it's pretty cool, some of it's not so cool.
Yeah.
By the end of this episode, we will have a list that is 78 games long.
78 games long, man. We're getting there. Almost 100. Most.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something special once we hit 100. Maybe that can be our first 2-player extravaganza special.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
That'd be a good way to ring in the centenary of the list.
Heck yeah.
Well, shall we jump into my first game?
Absolutely.
All right. So this game is an Atari classic from 1980, and it is called Night Driver. And when I say classic, that does not mean it's good. That just means it's old and recognized. We will determine if it is good or not.
I have never heard of this game before. So you say classic, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, well, it was one of the initial batch of Atari released games, in the first few years there. So it was before kind of the big boom of 1982 and 83. So a lot of people just kind of picked it up by default.
Oh, okay.
Also, major flashing warning for this episode and this game in particular. If you're sensitive to flashing, this isn't a good one to watch, especially. But this is a paddle game, so once you press start, you are off to the races. And I'm not getting sound from mine. That's unfortunate. Let me fix that real quick.
Crap! I looked away for a sec. You said you weren't getting sound. I was like, oh shit, am I getting? And I looked away and died.
Oh yeah. Well, don't worry. That's going to happen quite a bit. Okay. And yep. Let's just go ahead and restart here now that I have sound.
You say that's gonna happen quite a bit, but man, I was kicking ass there for a hot minute.
I am terrible at this game. So you're driving at night. You have to stay between the pylons on the left and right side of the road. Cars will approach in the other lane, and they will honk at you to let you know that they're about to smash into you. And you have a time limit at the top, and your goal is to just finish, have the highest score when time runs out, basically.
Oh, really?
And
That's it? It doesn't do anything else? Oh.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Um,
mm.
there are a couple other modes that you can play. You can set the difficulty switch. I believe the left switch to advanced, and the cars won't honk at you. Uh, so
That's funny that that's a different mode, but okay.
yeah. Um, Supposedly there are multiple tracks in the game,
Oh,
and changing the game mode change what track you play on, and then one of them is like a randomized mode.
yeah.
I can't tell the difference between any of them. Like they are all just like I don't find it. I'm not able to like become oriented in the like
Right.
it doesn't look like a road to me. Like
Right.
it just looks like shit moving all over the screen.
Yeah.
And I finished the race and I have 42 points. And that's
Oh,
pretty much
shit.
it. Let me try mode 2 here, see if I can tell the difference.
Yeah, mode 2 is definitely a different track. A lot more turns. Oh, shit. Crashed twice now.
Yeah.
3 times. Son of a bee.
Like right there, like this like it stopped looking like a road. Like there are just pylons all over the screen and I can't tell what the road is or what it's supposed to be.
Fucking shit, dude. How am I supposed to make that turn? That's like a...
Like I guess
What?
you're supposed to let off the gas and slow down, but
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know, the car doesn't really go very far after you let go of the gas. Fuck.
yeah. And like I think the oncoming cars look look like cars. I think the car that you drive in the game looks like nothing. Like I guess it's supposed to be like a Formula 1 style car, but it just looks like a shape to me.
Yeah. See, I got a significantly higher score that time, but I did incredibly worse.
Yeah, I don't understand this game.
Okay,
Um,
well, let's try 3.
35 point.
Fuck.
So I think mode 8 is the quote unquote
Fuck.
randomized one.
Yeah, okay, so these are definitively different tracks every time.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I reckon you're right. And you may be doing better than me. You're using the analog stick on your controller, right?
I am, yeah. That definitely it seems to be kind of a cheat, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
even still. This is insanity.
yeah, so with the paddle controllers, they don't center. So there's no like center position that you know that you're driving straight when you're in that
Oh
position.
my god.
So having an analog stick that centers would definitely make it a lot more controllable. I'm using the mouse, which is sort of more of a direct comparison to the paddle controllers. And I'm just having
Jesus.
the worst time.
Well, I did track 3 and this one is like abusive.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Track 4 maybe?
I'll try track 3.
Jesus fuck. Track 4 is not much better.
Yeah, I mean they get progressively more difficult.
What?
One is definitely the easiest.
Like,
Yeah. Like I'm just inching along and just hitting shit over and over again.
Track 4 is a little better. It gets there's a bit of a straight stretch.
That's nice. But again, with the mouse, I'm having difficulty even getting straightened out enough to drive straight.
Oh, that's weird. Oh my god, I would almost play on the quote-unquote harder difficulty to where the cars don't make a noise just so I don't have to fucking hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the right call.
It's pretty awful. Oh, that's annoying. Yes, it is. Okay. 4 wasn't
Yeah,
terrible.
I disagree.
Well, alright. Let me try and play with the mouse and see how bad it is.
Oh, it's so much better without the honking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, 4 does have some nice straightaways.
Oh jeez. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. I can see your pain.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry for whoever's watching this. The
Oh
flashing
yeah.
is awful.
Yeah, that's my that was what I was concerned about. Oh, 40 points. Let's try track 5. And I don't know if it would have been better with a paddle controller. Like, at least with the
Jesus.
paddles, there was like a physical stop, like at the far left and the far right.
Yeah.
So you at least don't oversteer. Like you can't, like after a certain point you just have to stop steering, and it might be easier to find the center with an actual paddle controller. But I don't know if it would make the game that much more fun.
Well, I will say I'm not really oh my god. I'm not really having much of an issue of finding the center. Like I will say that my technique in general, I did significantly worse with the mouse. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Is the technique is to kind of weave back and forth ever so slightly.
yeah,
That seems to like really um kind of get you centered.
yeah, and that's kind of what you have to do. But you know, the more sudden curves the track has, more weaving will just slam you into the sides.
Yeah.
Although I say that, and
Oh, did I lose you? Oh, technical difficulties. I'm gonna pause here.
we're back. Discord was having some issues. The issues
Yeah,
seem to have become resolved. Um,
silly Discord.
which is good because that means we get to go back to this awesome game.
All right, I was trying the 8 to see what the deal. Oh wait, I wanted to said left difficulty to A. Turn that stuff off.
Yeah,
Any idea? Does
yeah.
right difficulty do anything?
I don't think so. So, I think in modes 5 or either 5 through 7 or 4 through 7, uh, there's no timer. So, I'm in mode 5 right now, and I'm just,
Ah,
which I realized because I had it just sitting here while we were figuring out the problems with Discord, and I was
yeah.
like, oh wait, I didn't lose. So Yeah, if you want
you
to just,
keep going.
I don't know, there might be an end to the track, or you might just go until you get a certain number of points.
Uh-huh.
I've never played long enough to find out what happens.
Oh, well, let's see. Good old flashing. I've hit 2 cars all now. There's just no way to make that turn. There's just no way.
Yep, I agree.
It's impossible. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if you want to just practice, the mode with no time limit is the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you hit 99 points, the score flips back around to 0.
But it just keeps going.
Yeah, and I assume it's just repeating the track over and over again. I wouldn't be able to tell because I can't tell the difference between any section of any track.
Right.
And, that's Night Driver.
Yeah, I'm fine with, being done with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me, get rid of this window and bring up the window with the list, which has mysteriously scrolled to the bottom of its own accord.
Yeah. Just by itself.
Yeah. Very mysterious. I think Night Driver is worse than Mr. Dew's Castle.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All
I
right.
think it's worse than Dragster.
Wow, you think it's worse than Dragster?
Yeah, man, like Dragster is playable. I could
Yeah.
I could figure out what to do, and I could tell what's going on. I
Yeah.
definitely like 10 times out of 10 I'd rather play Alfred Challenge than the Night Driver. I don't know. Am I being too harsh? We could take a more scientific view of things.
I mean, Alfred Challenge is only bad in that it controls shitty and it has the terrible, like, you fall 2 feet, you die thing.
Yeah. And it has such a strict time limit that you basically have to play perfectly to get through a level.
Right.
Like you can learn how to control Alfred Challenge, which I kind of did.
Right. Yeah, you're not wrong because Breakout is a better game than this because
Yeah.
Breakout's boring as fuck, but at least it's playable.
Yeah, like Night Driver is one of the games that I would categorize as broken. Like
Yeah, that's just
there's
there's just no way
there's
to make those turns.
yeah, like there's no way to be good at it.
Of course, we say that,
And
and
it's
I'm
just
I'm sure we could easily find a video of somebody fucking crushing it online.
oh yeah, I'm sure. And I mean you could say that about any of these games. Like I'm sure
That's true.
someone out there has become a Springer expert and
God.
has has the all-time high score in that game, but that doesn't mean it's not the worst game we played.
True. True.
And in my heart, I feel like Night Driver is one of the worst games we played.
I still think Glib is worse though.
Yeah, I mean, Glib, it's completely pointless.
Right.
Uh,
I mean, so I will give Night Driver this. And part of it is probably because I'm playing with an analog controller, so it's way easier to drive.
yeah,
Playing on level 1's totally fine. I had no issue at all playing on that. And
yeah,
like I crashed once, and it's because I literally looked away from the screen for a second.
yeah. And I guess if we're ranking these games, we're basically asking which one is the best to play today.
Right.
Like we're not playing on actual hardware. We're not using the original controls. And today, most people who play these games would be able to play with an analog stick.
Right.
I just happen, my controller it just has a D-pad, so that's why I use a mouse for all of the paddle games, and I feel like the mouse is a little bit more, in line with what someone back then would have experienced.
So okay, I think this game is better than Breakout as well, because you have to remember Breakout was also a paddle game, and playing Breakout with any type of like paddle controller, whether I use the mouse or the fucking like, I wanted to throw my controller across the goddamn room because that game is horrible to control.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the fact that Night Driver is slightly better with an analog stick, that does add to its appeal. That's true.
And I mean,
Uh,
technically, Alpha Challenge was the same way in the fact that the analog stick constantly hitting up and down or whatever made it to where the you could actually climb the fucking ladders. But
right. And eventually, I did realize that if I press diagonal on the D-pad, it
it,
sort of has
it
the
the
same
same
effect.
effect. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Um.
you're going to in a game later, you're going to run into that again. So just FYI.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, it's better than Breakout. I would rather play Alpha Challenge.
I agree. I'm fine. Yeah, it's new. It's the new number 66. This game sucks. It's not great. It's cool that
Yeah.
it. I like the aesthetic of it. Like if you played this game with no sound and turned on like fucking some like cool 80s like fucking synthwave,
Yeah.
I'd at least play it for a little bit, at least long enough to hear the song. So,
Okay.
it fits the aesthetic, but it's not a fun game to play.
You know what? Now that you said that, I kind of want to do that too. So you made me want to play more Night Driver, which I think justifies its position on the list because there's no way I would want to play more Breakout.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would put on some vaporwave and you know, turn the lights down low, maybe bring up like a neon background on my desktop.
Yeah,
That would be kind of fun.
that'd be cool. All
Well,
right.
shall we move on?
Absolutely.
All
Next
right, this
game.
next game, one that I've never heard of, and I wasn't sure at first if this is the full name of the game or not. Um, but apparently this is a game called Challenge.
It's just called Challenge. Um
Okay.
it has it has the word Zellers in it because that's the publisher, and
Hmm.
I guess there was like a different game called Challenge that isn't this game. It's
Oh, I
weird.
see.
Yeah, so they had to differentiate. Um
Huh.
but this game just starts, by the way. So
Yeah, I saw.
but basically your objective is you're a little dinosaur dude or something, and you're just trying to make it through this maze without getting hit by the mice.
Okay. Yeah, at first I wasn't sure if it was a maze, because of the way the vertical lines are flashing.
Yeah, they're
But
not
yeah,
great.
I see that is sort of a zigzag pattern now.
Ah, shit. But as far as I know, that's it. You have 6 lives to try and make it. And
Is this music? Is this the Battle Hymn of the Republic? This music?
Oh, I have no idea. The
I
Republic.
can't. Yeah, like the Civil War
Oh,
anthem, which unfortunately I think it was the Confederate anthem.
I have no clue. Oh my god, I can't get past that. What the fuck?
So I ran out of lives and it put the word "not" on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that this game, it only came out in Canada and Taiwan.
Interesting.
Oh my god! How are you supposed to make it around that?
Okay, so I'm still playing, and now it's oh, okay, so it's like spelling stuff out as I progress through the maze. It says not B. Oh, okay, so I guess by the time I get to the end, it will say not bad. Interesting.
That is. How are you? Ow. Ow. Oh my god, I went too fast.
Yeah, like the time limit seems extremely generous for how long the maze is.
Right.
So, like, it seems like you could really take your time in this.
Yeah, probably. Ah!
Yep, it says not bad.
You actually made it?
Yep.
Son of a bee, you're better than me. Maybe I'm just too impatient.
Yeah, you gotta be a little patient in this one. So it's racking up some bonus points now based on how much time I had left.
Shit.
Okay, so now there's scorpions. That's cool.
Oh.
And the maze layout seems to be the same. It's just there's scorpions now and there's more of them. Oh, and the spelling out something different. Whatever it was starts with the letter G.
Maybe it says get fucked.
That would be appropriate. And I think there's not enough letters. Maybe it says get effed.
Oh, maybe.
Because they didn't want to get that M for mature rating.
Right. So apparently the only options you have are 1 and 2 player. And the instructions are literally like 5 things.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's more things than I expected.
Yeah. The player gets 6 ducks to play with. You're a duck, apparently.
I'm a duck.
Yeah. Complete game. The complete game includes 4 rounds, each round lasting 4 minutes. I don't know where it gets that. It's 6 minutes instead of 4.
Yeah.
There are mice moving across the screen, and the duck must avoid touching the mice. Difficulty is according to the quantity and speed of the mice. The duck will come from the lower right corner of the screen and move along a fixed route to the upper left corner. If the duck gets there safely, the player has completed 1 round. Points are scored by the playing time remaining. If the duck was killed on the way, then the score is according to how far the duck moved. Points will range from 100 to 500. In each round, at the end of each round, you will see comments on the screen such as not bad, very good, or excellent.
Interesting. Yeah, so the second letter was O, so it's probably going to just say good, like good job or something.
If the player reaches a new round, he will receive a bonus duck. Maximum of 9
Nice.
ducks.
That's a lot of ducks.
That's it. And then for whatever reason, the cartridge appears to have Ghostbusters on.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I noticed when you run out of lives, it puts a logo on the screen for something called Fun Vision, which it looks like they just took the Activision logo and replaced the first 3 letters,
Yep.
or they replaced the first 4 letters with fun. Which I mean, the company that made the game is called Zellers, so I'm not sure what Fun Vision is.
That was the. I guess that was the another name. It was a different company that also made the same game. This game is also known as My Way or Mindweg.
Ah,
Mindweg.
oh, so I guess it came out in Germany at some point.
Yeah. Well, there is a PAL version of it.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, Fundivision made the European PAL version,
Ah,
which that cartridge, it's even better. That cartridge has a duck running in water, and it looks like dragons trying to eat it.
well, that's total false advertising.
Yeah.
I mean, so is the Ghostbusters one.
Well, see, now
This
it
game,
says instead of it being mice, it says alligators.
yeah, that might be a later level enemy. That might be what you get after scorpions.
Maybe. Wow, this is like just the advertising in general for this game is just very, very not within. Like they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, it was the Wild West back then. I mean, you had clones of Pac-Man coming out called "Oh Shit"
Yeah, that's true.
for the MSX, and it was just identical to Pac-Man, except that it says "Oh shit" when you die, and it says what the ghosts are named.
Yeah.
And then the cover for that game is like some weird art that was ripped off of like some movie. So yeah, people were just making whatever and advertising it as whatever. Like at least this has some originality. It's not just a Pac-Man clone.
Sure. True. Oh, come on, I almost made it.
Have you not finished the first maze yet?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Oh, shit. I'm way too impatient for this shit. I just want to go. Just go. Get out of my way.
Yeah, this challenge is kind
Son
of the
of a-
opposite of the Alfred challenge.
Yeah.
Like in that game you have to go as fast as possible. In this game you have to go as slow as possible. Okay, almost at the end of maze 1 again.
Oh, poop. Wow.
Oh shit. Oh, it totally didn't look like I collided with that. That's some bullshit. Well, I'm glad that you explained that I'm a duck. That definitely adds to my enjoyment of the game.
Yeah. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
No!
There's another duck game on the Atari called Deadly Duck, where you play a duck with a shotgun in its mouth.
Whoa. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's
like
basically
a-
Space Invaders.
Oh, well, that
But
sucks.
the cover art is cool. It's a duck with a shotgun in its mouth.
It's kind of fucked up that it's a duck with a shotgun.
Yeah. It was a Wild West.
The Wild West, indeed. Let's see what happens if I just wait at the beginning for like a second. Maybe I'm making this way too difficult by going super quick at the beginning.
Yeah, you definitely want to wait a second at the beginning before you go.
Oh yeah, this is like 1,000 times easier. Fuck! When I say that, it's still screwed up.
Yeah, me too.
God damn it. Alright. 1, 2. Alright, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the one I gotta dodge. Oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna blah blah.
Oh, don't do that.
This game is like the bane of every type of game ever for me.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate games like this.
Yeah, I'm not having a great time either.
It's just the waiting. The waiting is killing me.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be so bad if the music was better, but the music is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, the music is just really not great.
And I mean, looking at it is bad with the constantly flashing lines. Like if it wasn't so awful to look at and listen to, the waiting wouldn't be as bad.
Oh, I waited too long that time. Alright.
Have we had enough of this?
Yes, God, please. Thank you.
Oh. Oh. I need a nap after that.
Oh boy. So.
Well, look here. It's still at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, it didn't move.
That's convenient.
Yeah. The challenge. Better or worse than Night Driver?
Oh. I mean, I think it's a little better, but again, I had a much worse time with Night Driver than you did.
You did.
So
I mean, scientifically speaking, the game's not terrible. I mean, it's just your normal bland, you know, dodge shit, go through a maze type of thing. I mean, it's very much it's very much the same as, I mean, if we wanted to go a little higher on the list, chase the chuck wagon. It's very much the same type of game. It's just with a lot more things to dodge, and like the main objective being that instead of like the chase the chuck wagon having like the ruse of like gotta get through the maze, when I mean you could easily look at it in 2 seconds and be like, I gotta go this way.
Yeah, like it had the illusion of complexity, but
Right.
challenge is much more straightforward. I mean, I have to imagine that it gets more complicated in later levels, and it's not just the same zigzag over and over, but
Well,
I don't know.
apparently there are more enemies on the screen, which probably means there's way worse flickering, and they like go at different speeds. So the
Yeah, that was
challenge the challenge being like that there's that you have to, there's different reading of like when there's going to be an opening and that type of thing.
yeah, that was the case in level 2. I think it's a little interesting that it has different messages that it spells out as you progress through the maze.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's very basic, but it's at least different every time. Unlike, or each level is a little bit different. Unlike Pac-Man, where it's just exactly the same over and over again.
Yeah.
Not that this game is better than Pac-Man, but that's one element that I think gives it some charm at least. I mean, I don't think the movement is particularly good. Like,
No, because it totally has. I don't know if you had any issues with it, but I definitely had an issue with it where like it has the thing of like you have to be all the way to the left or all the way to the right to be able to go up or down, and like
yeah,
I died several times because of not being being like just a hair off of being all the way to the left or right and being able to not being able to go up or down.
yeah, and I think the collision detection is iffy. Like, there were definitely
Mm-hmm.
a couple times where I died where I felt like I shouldn't have,
Yeah.
which is bad in a game where progressing sometimes requires super tight windows that you have to finesse your way through. If the game doesn't have enough finesse for you to do that, then that's a big problem.
Right. Absolutely. I agree. I think. Hmm.
Would you rather play Night Driver?
Ugh.
Because I can totally defer to your judgment on that, since you had the analog stick and a slightly better experience with it.
Would I rather play Night Driver than that? Well, Night Driver, thank God, didn't have music,
That's true.
and you could turn the cars off.
Yeah, the honking.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I pressed the difficulty switches just in case it disabled the music, and it did not.
Yeah. And
I think the crashing effect in Night Driver is extremely unpleasant. Um,
it's pretty not
but
great.
I think looking at challenge at any point is unpleasant. So,
Yeah, it's not great either.
I mean, I would probably take it over Breakout.
Yeah, I definitely think it is either above or below Night Driver. It's just
Yeah,
right.
because I mean, you can mute the audio on the TV. Much like with Night Driver, you could play some synthwave or something
Right.
and have a better experience that way. And
I think Night Driver's just, I think the aesthetic of Night Driver beats it out. I think that alone puts it this below Night Driver.
okay,
They're both
so
equally not fun to play games in general.
yeah,
I mean, but Night Driver is fine as long as you just play on the first level because it doesn't have any of the like turns that are just basically impossible to make.
right. Okay, so new number 67.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds right to me. Challenge. Challenge not accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, no thanks. You can keep your challenge.
Yep. Oh, congratulations to Challenge by Zellers or Fun Vision, our new number 67.
Yep,
Shall we move on?
absolutely.
All right. I have brought the sports game for this week, and it
Indeed.
is a uh, a game called bowling.
Bowling by
Yep,
Atari,
and
1979.
yep, it's another one of those single word sports games, much like basketball, uh, or
Basketball?
boxing. Huh?
The basketball?
Yeah, that it's just a game called the sport that it is.
Right, right, right.
It's not like real sports bowling or anything. It's just bowling. So you move your guy up and down the lane to aim. You press the button to bowl, and then you can tap a direction to put a little bit of English on the ball while it is rolling.
Huh.
and that's it. You play. It flashes a little bit because I got a spare there, and it has
Hey,
a slanted line to indicate that I got a spare. You play a full 10 lanes. It's a full game of bowling. Hey, I got a strike.
congrats.
And that's it. You just try to I mean, basically it's like every bowling game, every bowling video game where you figure out what you have to do to get a strike and then you do that over and over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's a little tricky. Like I got a 7 on that lane. That was pretty bad. But you have to release it in the right place and you have to put English on it at the right time to give it enough spin to hit the remaining pins if you don't get a strike, which you usually don't. I haven't managed to get many strikes in this game.
Can't seem to put English on the ball.
Uh well, should just be tapping up or down.
You do it in, like as you're swinging.
No, you do it while the ball is rolling.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not realistic English. You're not like putting it's not the dude putting spin on the ball. It's just at some point you can tap a direction and make it go slightly up or slightly down.
Hmm.
Ah, one pin left. Bogus. I think they missed a trick with the sound effects. I think that the bowling ball sounds pretty good.
Hmm.
Hey, I got a strike. Uh, but I think knocking over the pins should make an explosion noise.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Hey, I got another strike. Okay, so apparently all you have to do is line it up so that the ball hits the first pin directly centered, uh, and you'll get a strike, usually. Ah, that wasn't directly centered. Damn. I got a, oh, game over. 163,
Oh.
which is, I don't know, that's not far off from the typical bowling score I would get in real life. That's about, I mean, that's like my best game is like the mid 100s, and that was years ago. So I guess that makes it a realistic simulation.
Nice.
Oh, that looks like it should have been a strike. So there are other modes. So 1, 3, and 5 are the single player modes. 2, 4, and 6 are two player modes. I think mode 3 is the one where you can sort of, yeah, you can like steer the ball up and down basically. So, uh, if you want an easier experience, put it on mode 3. You can just, yeah, basically full control over the ball after you let it go. And then in mode 5, I think you have no control over the ball.
Ah, that's see. I'm doing mode 5. That's why I'm not able to do any English on the ball.
Oh. I wonder how you ended up on mode 5.
Oh, I mean, I purposely put it there. I was just curious what it did, but I,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that it did that.
Yeah. Yeah, mode 5 is the difficult mode. And then mode 6 is just the same thing but two players.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's mode 5. No control over the ball whatsoever.
Oh boy, really easy to hope and put too much English on.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty nuanced. Like there's more depth to the interaction between the ball and the pins than you might expect. Aw, man. It doesn't really simulate the phenomenon of pins flying and knocking over other pins. Like there's a little bit of that, but like I don't think you would be able to make a 7-10 split or something. Like it's not that
Yeah,
nuanced.
yeah. I don't think there would be any way. I don't honestly. I don't think there's any way to even get a 7-10.
Yeah, probably not. I haven't seen it happen. And I've only managed to get one strike so far. So,
Yeah, I just got a strike.
nice job.
First one ever. Oh no, I fucked up. Well, that strike doesn't mean anything now because I just gutter ball.
Aw.
It's too bad there's no like demo.
Yeah. Watch the computer play, see how they manipulate the ball to get strikes.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem like you can do like actual English.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really. It's just
Because like to do what you're supposed to do in real bowling is like the ball is supposed to go ever so slightly above the first pin, like the front
right.
pin, and then curve into it so that it like creates a chain reaction that knocks down all the pins.
Right. And in real bowling, you put the spin on the ball when you release it.
Right, right.
So, yeah, there's a technique to it that this game doesn't really capture.
I guess
Oh,
you can.
wow. Oh, I just finished another game. 144 points.
Nice. I guess you can kind of simulate it by going high with the and then I don't know, it doesn't really do it though.
Yeah, not really.
It pretty much just leaves the top 3 there every time.
Yeah. Hey, got a strike.
I guess if you wanted to sure that you always get. Oh, nope, I fucked it up. Oh, I got the dreaded 7-10 split.
Oh no.
And I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh. I get a strike. Oh, nope. Oh, stupid, I missed that.
Oh, what kind of a shot was that? I got like a 7, 10, 6, 9, 8 split.
Oof.
That's like the worst setup. Ugh.
Uh,
I like that the game keeps proper bowling score.
yeah.
Like it does the math and everything and keeps track of your strikes. So it is, theoretically possible to bowl a 300 in this game.
Never understood how the scoring in bowling works.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't know if you had this, but we had an actual bowling class in phys ed when I was in I think junior high.
Oh,
and like most of it was math. It was just teaching us how bowling scoring works.
oh, really?
And
Wow.
yeah, and I never really fully understood it. It's like if you get a strike, um, it doesn't count for anything yet. Like you have to bowl the next 2 frames, and then if your next 2 frames are also strikes, then the first strike is worth 30
Oh,
instead of 10. So you have to like keep a running tally of how many strikes you have. It's very strange. I'm glad that modern bowling alleys tend to just automate that stuff for you.
oh, for sure.
I wish they chose a more pleasant background color. I think the orange is just a little harsh.
Yeah. I mean, I get what they're going for because that's kind of what like bowling alleys kind of look like, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like the
it's
lanes.
not great.
Yeah, it's like simulating the wood grain of the lanes, but also everything else is orange too. So I don't know. Well, I think I'm ready to rank this sucker whenever you are.
Sweet. I just finished my match. I got the highest I've gotten is 139, but that's pretty on point for me. I've never been super good at bowling.
Yeah, me either. Either real life or video game.
All right.
All right. That was Bowling by Atari, 1979. I don't know. I think it gets the job done.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably on the level of like for football, maybe a little higher than that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's better than tennis because it's possible to do better. Um, it's not like as needlessly complicated as Super Football. I think it's a lot easier to just pick up and play.
For sure. Yeah, I would say it's a better game. I
Um,
would say it's a better game than that. It's probably a better game than Cocoa Nuts.
I think so. And yeah, there's more going on than Cocoa Nuts. I think control wise, it's sort of I think it surpasses this Gauntlet Spider-Man Strategy X cluster where the games have ideas, but the controls are just not good enough to pull them off.
Agree.
Um, I think it's less frustrating than Sky Skipper. I think Commando Raid and Puyan, it's kind of closer to that area, maybe a little bit better.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. I don't think it's better than Space Invaders for sure. Like that's definitely the upper limit. Um,
I would agree.
I think I'd take fast food over bowling. Um,
I think I would. Ugh. Like, okay. Scientifically speaking, I think bowling is a better game than Pac-Man. Than
better than
this
Pac-Man.
than this particular port of Pac-Man.
Yeah, I think I agree. The like the colors aren't great, but it doesn't have like the seizure inducing flickering of the ghosts.
Yeah.
Um, and the colors in Pac-Man are pretty terrible too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, in bowling, yeah, it's better than that basketball game, I think. It's better
Yeah.
than Chasing Chuckwagon. So yeah, better than Pac-Man, but not as good as fast food, I don't think.
I would agree.
Excellent. Da-da. Bowling by Atari, the new number 46 best game on the 2600 of all time.
Sweet.
Well, after Night Driver and Challenge, that was a pleasant little experience.
Yeah, that was definitely not as aneurysm inducing.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. It's nice and calm. You can go at your own pace. You don't have a time limit. You're just trying to line yourself up and bowl. And for what it is, I think it's fine.
Yep. So now we're gonna move on to an Atari classic.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one.
This is 1981 Atari Asteroids.
Oh yeah. I played multiple versions of Asteroids over the years, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is definitely not the version I remember.
Yeah, it's there are compromises that you have to make for the 2600 version for sure.
Yeah.
So since there's only one button, you don't have a thrust button. You press up on the joystick to thrust.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah, in this version of Asteroids, my experience is you don't really have to move around a whole lot.
Yeah, you really don't.
So not having a thrust button isn't as big of a deal. The Asteroids are sort of like they're sort of locked in a vertical holding pattern. Like even when you blow them up, they don't really go very horizontal.
Yeah, they don't really do what I remember them doing, where it was like you had to worry about like if you shot one of the big ones, if a small one like would just come towards you all of a sudden.
Right. And you can press down on the joystick to do hyperspace, which will teleport you to a random place on the screen.
Did that and immediately died. Oops.
Yeah, that's usually how hyperspace works.
Yeah.
So the arcade version of Asteroids was a vector game, so everything was made of, everything was made of lines. It was all polygons. So they couldn't duplicate that on the 2600, so the ship is a little funky looking. Like, it doesn't always look triangular at different angles.
Yeah, it also has, it seems like it has a square hitbox.
Yeah. So this version doesn't seem to have the flying saucers that will appear and shoot at you.
Yeah, if it does, I definitely haven't seen them yet. Which I'm like 4 instances in now. I have 10,000 points. Like I definitely would have seen a flying saucer by now.
Yeah, I wonder if they show up on a different mode or a different difficulty or something. Yeah, I'm at 8,000 points, and I've died a couple times, but it was mostly from fucking around with hyperspace.
Yeah.
Like, the 2600 version of Asteroids, you can go for a pretty long time. At least on this default mode. You get an extra ship every 5,000 points.
Yep.
So you can just sit here and rack up the points and rack up the extra lives, and you can just keep going. I like how the new wave of Asteroids just immediately pops in as soon as you're done.
Yeah.
There's no hesitation there. Although that does also make it feel a little bit more like it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it definitely has a bit of monotony to it, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think the pulsating music sounds better here than it did in Space Invaders.
Oh, for sure. Aw, man.
It has that kind of menacing hum sound to it. I think the asteroids blowing up sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the fire noise isn't the best.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. 15,000 points.
Ah,
I do like that you can have 2 shots on the screen at once.
agreed.
Makes it feel like you have slightly more control than the space shooters where you can only have 1 shot. Ah, damn.
I did 18,000.
I'm at 18,600. Oh, it kind of waits for there to be an opening before it spawns you back in. That's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's...
So you're not going to respawn and immediately get hit. That was very thoughtful of them.
I'm looking to see if there was anything about... I'm looking to see if there was any, like, story or anything.
Yeah.
On a quiet, serene evening, the Cosmic Space Patrol sets out for the usual night cruise through the boulevards of space. This beat was always the same: calm, no action, and no excitement. For some reason, this night feels different. Shortly before 0200 hours, some form of intergalactic material is sighted through the visual particle counter. The material is too large a mass to measure. It's drifting closer. Look out, it's a giant asteroid boulder that's headed straight for the cosmic spacecraft. The only chance for survival is to dodge the boulder, or destroying it doesn't mean just breaking it up, it means vaporizing. Small asteroid boulders are equally as fatal as large ones. But
Oh, 25,000.
nice.
Yeah, this is the kind of game I can kind of just sit here and keep playing.
Okay, so I guess you have to play. Oh, you have to play on difficulty A to get the UFOs.
Okay. I wonder if it'll let me switch mid-game or if I have to start over. Oh no, there's a UFO. Well, that's neat.
There are also something called satellites. Um,
Oh, it shot me.
Satellite looks kind of like a fat UFO. No,
Does it do anything different?
it's just points.
Oh. Yeah, having the UFOs definitely makes it a bit more interesting. Aw, I didn't. Hey, don't shoot me. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me shoot you.
No.
Oh, we shot each other. Bogus.
Ah.
35,000.
Damn.
I like that the UFOs can crash into asteroids too. They're not just immune to it for no reason.
Oh, that's cool.
Why are you shooting me? We should be working together.
Oh man. Was it the right difficulty? I must have flipped the wrong switch or something because I don't have UFO.
Yeah, it should be the left one. 40,000. So if there's a UFO on the screen and you flip the switch back to difficulty B, the UFO just disappears.
That's funny. Using normal.
It's a nice little cheat. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something about the way this game looks and sounds just feels good to me. Like it feels arcadey. It feels, it sounds like the sounds of an arcade. Like there's just kind of a pleasant cacophony to it.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, ran out of lives. 44,670 points.
Um. Hmm.
So this being an early Atari game, an early Atari produced game, I assumed that there were a billion different game modes, and yeah, I'm flipping the switch and it goes up to like 64.
Yeah, so there are 64 total game modes. There should be 66.
Oh, maybe it was 66.
Um, levels 9 through 16 is one player, and you have a shield.
Oh,
But you can't use your shield for more than 2 seconds, or your spaceship will blow up.
oh, so that replaces the hyperspace ability with the shield.
Um,
I like that. That's a good idea.
flip your spaceship around 100 degrees when aims it in the opposite direction. Flip is fast way to attack asteroid. Flip is a feature 17.4 and 50 through 57. So 17 through 24 is one player.
You said 17 through 24?
Yep, 17 through 24.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that gives you a fast 180-degree spin. That's kind of cool.
Hmm.
Oh god. Too close to the edge.
Oops. Oh, that was fucked there. Boy.
Okay, so I tried game mode 25, and that one doesn't seem to have any ability for you to activate. It's kind of just a straight shooting kind of game.
Yeah, I did the same. Didn't seem like it had anything.
I think I like that shield mode. Let's try game mode 66. See what happens. This is probably a two-player mode.
66 is an easy version for young children.
Oh.
This game features slow asteroids, hyperspace, and an extra ship with each 5,000 points instead of 10,000.
Okay, yeah, that is a two-player mode. Try mode 9 again.
9 is with the shield.
Yeah. I bet with a shield I could just play this game forever. Because I can protect myself, well, theoretically I can protect myself from the UFO shots if I react quickly enough, which I did not.
Trying to figure out.
Nope, I shielded too long and died. Oh well. Easy come, easy go.
Que sera, sera. I thought I did 16. Gives you a shield. Oh. How do you shield?
Just press
Oh.
down.
Oh, I see. Oh.
It's kind of funny. Using the shield makes you look like a target,
Oh, poop.
but you're actually less of a target.
Oh. Held the shield for too long and blew up.
Yeah. You gotta feather it. I don't know, man. Something about this just activates, like, the raw, primal video game centers of my brain.
I've never been good at asteroids, as the people that just watched me fucking die like 3 times super fast. I have never been good at asteroids, so it is definitely not my cup of tea.
Uh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. Showing weird black border like that. Yeah, so I mean, oh, I guess that's how it keeps the game from flickering. Or something?
Oh, the weird border.
Yeah,
Yeah, that keeps it more stable and
thought it was on my
yeah,
cat. Yeah, it only shows up when you aren't playing, when you're just doing the like cycle through the background colors thing.
yeah. Yeah, like it uses that part of the screen as like a little bit of extra memory or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain exactly how it works, but it's one of those Atari programming techniques. Well, I'm probably ready to rank this whenever you are.
Sure.
Asteroids. Well, I had a pretty good time with that, but I am the space shooter savant, so
Yeah, I
I,
mean it had excuse me. It has I mean it has good controls. It's not as fast as I remember, but that's just because that's not the arcade version. I remember the arcade version.
yeah,
Um the the sounds are fine. I mean the shooting's not the best, but it's I mean, you know, it's an Atari game, so I mean nothing's perfect. Um
yeah.
I mean it's probably I would I would play it over Cosmic Arc. I mean Cosmic Arc is a nifty little game, but you know, it's
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I agree. I'd take it over Cosmic Arc.
I mean, so what are you thinking? And I'll pull you down if I have to.
Well, I was going to start a little bit lower because you weren't
Okay,
as hot on it as I am. I was going to start with like Omega Race, which is like a terrible Asteroids clone, and I was going to say it's definitely better than that.
I mean, for me, it's just it's like fucking Space Invaders. I just find it incredibly boring.
Yeah. I
But
think it's a better arcade port than Pac-Man or Space Invaders.
sure,
Um,
I mean it's better than Star Gunner, though. I would probably play Star. I mean, personally, scientifically speaking, we'll say that it is better than Star Gunner.
yeah. Star Gunner, it's neat. It feels fast. Um, Asteroids, and like even this compromised version of it, I think it just has more to it. I think
Sure.
the momentum on the thrust, it feels good, and it doesn't always feel very good in a lot of these games. Um, like I would take it over Casino, I think.
Yeah. I mean, not even going as high as I did at Cosmic Arc. I mean, I think I it's a better game than Stargate. It's a better got better controls than Dodge 'em. It's a it's a better port of the arcade game than Donkey Kong or Ladybug
Yeah,
or Kung Fu. I mean, Kung Fu Master is a fine game, but it's this is a better port.
yeah. I don't know, man. I think I like Cosmic Arc a little bit more than Asteroids.
Okay.
Um,
I'm fine with it being there. That's fine. I mean that seems like a good spot for me in general,
yeah,
just below
like
Cosmic Arc.
Asteroids is very simplistic, and it, you know, for the time, it was a super addictive arcade game, and it's the kind of game that I can sit and play for a good long time. But it is just kind of the same thing over and over again. And Cosmic Arc, it's more ambitious. It has, you know, a couple different modes to it. I think it looks better. Um, it sounds better, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
I personally had way more fun with Cosmic Arc, if nothing else, just because of the whole like if Cosmic Arc was a more fleshed out version of just the abduction part, it would
Hmm.
be like a higher ranked game in general. But
Yeah.
um, also one of our um watchers, I guess you could call them that, viewers. There you go. Mentioned that Cosmic Arc is a sequel to, what game did they say it was a sequel to?
Atlantis.
Atlantis. That's what it was. That it's literally the Atlantis. At the end of Atlantis, I guess you see the Ark leaving, and this is the Ark like traveling through space.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both by iMagic, and they there's an interesting connection there. And in the manual for Cosmic Arc, it does say that you are the Atlanteans, but
Oh,
I didn't connect that to the other game. So
that's pretty.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I think Cosmic Arc deserves its place above Asteroids.
Okay.
But I would rather play Asteroids than Kung Fu Master.
Yeah, I mean, even though I find it horribly boring and not very entertaining, I would it's better than Kung Fu. That
Yeah,
that version of Kung Fu just isn't very.
yeah, agreed. All right. Well, congratulations to Asteroids, our new number 26, best 2600 game of all time. Definitely has its place in Atari history.
Yep.
Uh, and I think that for as simplistic of a game that it is, I think that yeah, all of the games above it just have more going on, more ideas, more ambition, and Asteroids is just a pretty decent arcade game, which is fine.
Yeah.
Well, shall we move on?
Absolutely.
All right. Speaking of space shooters, our next game is three of them in one.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, well, they're not all shooters, but they are all space games. The next game is called Pigs in Space, starring Miss Piggy. So, are you familiar with the Muppets?
Absolutely. Of course.
So, I know I never watched the Muppet Show
Oh,
as a
wow,
kid.
really? Oh, holy cow.
I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the concept of a variety show, and I didn't like it because there were like musical guests and stuff. And
Sure, sure.
but one of the segments on that show, so it's like SNL, how it has recurring bits like the caveman lawyer and all that,
Right, right, right.
or the Jeopardy on SNL. It's like a recurring segment, and they have different jokes and different stories. So there was one called Pigs in Space,
Uh-huh.
uh,
That was
and it was
indeed.
okay. So you're familiar with it.
Absolutely.
I had no idea that this was a thing, but I know it Miss Piggy because I watched Muppet Babies, and I think Miss Piggy showed up on Sesame Street. Um, but so it's her, and there are two other pigs, and they're pilots of the starship Swine Trek.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole thing is a joke on on Star Trek Enterprise.
yeah. So they get into misadventures, and this game has three of them. So there are three different pigs that you can select for which game you want to play. The first one is a game called Chicken Invaders. So you are one of the pig. I don't remember the other pigs' names. One of them is oh, I got turned into a chicken.
Yeah, that one's pretty difficult.
Yeah, so this one is like a Space Invaders clone, except that you're shooting chickens for some reason.
Oh,
And if they hurt you, you turn into a chicken. There's like a Gonzo spacecraft floating around at the top of the screen, and if you hit it, it stops making that horrible noise.
does indeed.
And then it eventually comes back. And you probably get bonus points for hitting it. I didn't really notice. Yeah, you get 300 points for hitting Gonzo. The chickens are a little bit less aggressive than Space
Shit.
Invaders. They don't move quite as quickly down the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But they do seem to shoot a bit more than the Space Invaders do. So I just finished that mini game, and so I can keep going. I can play that game again, or I can move on to one of the other ones. I have one life left. So the second game is Miss Piggy's game, and it's called Asteroids. So it's kind of like Frogger. You have to dodge these spaghetti noodles and meatballs to get to your spaceship, and I'll do another one because I finished that one real quickly. Getting hit doesn't kill you; it just knocks you down a little bit, and if you get hit too many times, you won't be able to get to the spaceship before it flies off the screen. So every time you play this game, you get some bonus points, and it sends you back to the main menu. So you can just, if this is your game, you can just keep doing this one over and over again, and your score will keep going up. Actually, I think every time that you select a game, it does get a little bit harder the next time. So, yeah, there's definitely more stuff on the screen, and it's moving faster now. And then the last game is called Escape from the Planet of the Gonzos. So you are this pig-shaped spacecraft, and you're navigating this. I think the manual said these are pizza mines.
Pizza mines.
Yeah. So there's like a weird Italian food theme in all of these games. Well, I guess not the first one, but yeah, the second one is pasta themed, and this one is pizza themed. So you shoot bullets that curve either to the left or the right, depending on which direction you press, and you're trying to destroy these Gonzo robots. And they're trying to shoot lasers at you. And when you get hit, it takes one of your lives. And you have to start this minigame over. So let's see if I can actually escape from the planet of the Gonzos here. I haven't actually finished this game yet.
Shit, I was doing really well at the Miss Piggy one until got to the third one.
Yeah.
There we go, finally got it.
Yeah, the third game, Escape from the Planet of the Gonzos, is definitely the most difficult one. I just got 10,000 points, so I got an extra life. Hey, I escaped. And I get some bonus points for escaping. And it sends me back to the main menu. So I can play Chicken Invaders again. And it is slightly more difficult.
That's interesting. The third one I do not enjoy at all.
Yeah, the third one is kind of rough.
This doesn't make any sense. Like the way that the attack that your ship has just makes no damn sense.
Well, you have to hold the direction, either left or right, and that determines which direction the shot curves. So, if there's a Gonzo ahead of you and to the left, then you have to hold left when you press the fire button, and the bullet will curve in that direction.
Oh my god, you can shoot yourself.
Yes, and you can shoot yourself. And if you're not holding a direction when you shoot, it'll just kind of go in a random direction. which is a real easy way of shooting yourself.
Oh, I hit the wall.
Yeah, you don't want to hit the pizza. Pizza's bad for you.
Son of a...
Oh, I got lasered. Bogus. And this game was made by Atari themselves, in 1983. Atari got the lucrative Muppets license.
Mm.
Apparently the Muppets used to be pretty big.
They used to be huge, man.
Like, I like Sesame Street, and that show had Muppets on it. But the Muppet Show, I don't know. It just, it was a weird format for my child brain to understand.
Ugh.
And I lost all my lives. 15,000 points. And that's Pigs in Space. Let's start that one over. Start that one over.
Really? Okay. I figured that out. Did it?
Get out of here, Gonzo.
Holy shit, I made it past the level in third one.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay. I did what I was trying to do.
So, yeah, that's Pigs in Space.
Well, that's a cute little game. I mean, it's 3 little mini games in one, basically.
Yeah, it's not the worst deal on the Atari.
Oh,
Would you like to rank it?
sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this time let's rank the game and put it on a list.
Yeah.
I think that'll make things more interesting. All right. Pigs in Space.
Colon, starring Miss Piggy.
Starring Miss Piggy, of course. Even though she only appears in the second game out of 3.
She's important. She's the lead actress that brings everyone to the
Oh yeah, she's the big star.
yeah.
She's the Marilyn Monroe of the Muppets.
Is Miss Piggy better than Chuck Norris?
I mean, as a person, yes. As a game,
Scientifically speaking.
Scientifically speaking, um,
Is that would be like that's like middle of the pack. Like literally almost middle.
yeah. Well, so Chicken Invaders is just a Space Invaders clone.
Hmm?
Asteroids is basically just a Frogger clone.
Mm-hmm.
And Escape from the Planet of the Gonzos it's slightly more original than the other two games.
Mm-hmm.
Do the three types of game as derivative as they are, does that add up to more than a Chuck Norris?
Well, the Space
Um,
Invaders clone is not as good. I'll tell you that.
yeah, it's not as good as it's not as good as Space Invaders either.
No.
I think the fact that you have that giant hitbox and
Mm-hmm.
the sounds are worse. I think it's worse than Space Invaders. The Frogger clone, I mean, it's fine. I don't know.
I don't know.
Uh,
I think it's better than Frogger simply because getting hit by the thing doesn't immediately mean you lose.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot faster. It's a lot
Hmm?
uh, more actiony. Of course, we can't compare it to Frogger because we haven't played that game yet. Um, I don't know. I'm pretty conflicted. Like, it seems it seems a little bit like a cash grab to me. Like, let's
Mm-hmm.
let's just copy other successful games and put Muppets in them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're basically the same thing, and we don't really add anything to the formula.
Okay.
Um, I mean, the fact that it's three games in one cartridge, that is a bit of value. That makes it better than a Pac-Man or a bowling for sure. Or even though the version of Space Invaders is worse, the sum of the components I think is more interesting than Space Invaders.
Sure.
I
I don't think it's more fun to play than Chuck Norris, to be honest.
think I'm with you, and that makes me kind of sad. But
Mm-hmm.
I think Chuck Norris, it's an interesting type of game, and they could have done so much more with the Muppets too. Like it is, there were multiple segments on the Muppet Show, and they kind of picked the one that is the most boring and
Mm-hmm.
or the most boring in the context of video games. It's just some space games, and Chuck Norris, for whatever flaws it has, I think it is more interesting than the Muppets.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like they chose the one aspect that the fucking console has like a billion different copies of to begin with,
right.
which is space games.
Yep. And that makes it feel hollow. It makes it feel like they didn't really care. It's like, hey, people like the Muppets. They're going to buy this game because they like the Muppets. Let's just cash in, make three pretty low effort games, and call it a day. And yeah, for that reason, I think Chuck Norris is better in this case.
Agreed.
But I guess Pigs in Space is better than Space Invaders just because there's more variety to it. And like the Space Invaders clone is fine. It's not like broken or anything. So yeah, it's not so much worse that I would put it below Space Invaders.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. That just feels like a major disservice to Space Invaders.
It does. Well, let's let's do some more science on it. So Space Invaders has over 100 different modes.
I mean, in air quotes, yes.
Right. But no matter how you count it, it's more than 3, which is what Pigs in Space has.
I concur.
So in a way, Space Invaders has more games than Pigs in Space, right?
Sure.
Okay. So for that reason, I think Space Invaders is one better than Pigs in Space.
So you think Pigs in Space is better than fast food?
Yeah, I think so. Fast food is silly, but it's just kind of one note.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay. I think our science there is sound.
Yeah.
And if anyone doesn't like it, they're free to peer review us, and we will take that into consideration. So, congratulations to Pigs in Space, starring Miss Piggy, our new number 46 best Atari 2600 game of all time.
Top 50 Atari game.
Top 50. I don't think it'll be staying there very long, but
Yeah, I don't think so either, but
but
still.
it's an honor just to be nominated. Well, are we ready to move on to another pig-based game?
Well, in name only, sure.
Okay.
Be our last game for today.
Yep. And I don't know much about this. I know it's based on a movie. I don't know much about the movie.
Okay, I've never seen the movie either, but this is a 20th Century Fox game. The name of the game is Porky's, and the object of the game is you went to a bar that's the name of the bar is Porky's, and the person that owns the bar is also apparently named Porky. It's Porky. He's like his nickname or whatever. And he did something to piss you and your friends off, so you decided you're gonna blow up his bar.
Okay.
So the objective is you have to blow up his bar. To do that, you have to you have to make it past this series of not Pac-Man, but Frogger-esque area, which you probably won't make it past because it's really difficult the first time.
Yeah, so I fell in the water immediately.
Okay, so you're in an area that's called the swamp.
Okay.
The objective is you see the little blinky thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brick. You have to collect 4 of those. So what you have to do is move towards the pole that's sticking in the ground in the swamp.
Uh-huh.
And if you have to kind of time it right, but you basically move towards it and hit the button, and you'll do the what's the word?
Oh, a pole vault.
Yeah, you'll do a pole vault. And you want to time it, and then you want to let go of the button as you pole vault in the direction towards the brick, so that you go flinging up above to grab the brick.
Okay, I got the brick.
And
Now what?
then after that, you have to
Oh, I fell.
yeah, so you have to collect the brick again.
Okay. So have the brick. I'm up here. It looks like there's a ladder that I can start climbing.
Yes, but you have to take the brick to the opposite side
Oh.
to build the ladder with it. So once you get over to the opposite side, you hit the button. You'll drop.
Oh my god. You have to build it one ladder rung at a time.
And there's 4 of them.
Oh, that sucks.
But you only have to do it once, and then you'll never have to do it again.
Well, that's good.
Once you finish building it, it'll show it. It'll show you an arrow to tell you to go to the next area. The next area is atrocious. You see a woman fucking showering because this movie was 1980 and disgusting.
Yeah, Porky's was like a sex comedy, right? So there was a lot of like.
Yeah, there was a joke that the entire point of one part of the movie is to make a fucking peephole to look in on women showering, and that was funny. But basically, you'll figure it out. There's like a thing at the top that you have to run into and push. And son of a bitch. But you do that. Oh my god. Basically, you do that, and there's an arrow to go to the next area. You have to push it down to the bottom where there's like a hole. But you also have to avoid the the manual says her name. It's a character in the movie. I forget her name.
Well, I'm glad spying on the showering lady isn't a goal in this game.
I know, right?
Like, it's kind of gross that they put a reference to it.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to push the thing to the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do.
Am I supposed to drop it on the person who's chasing me?
No. You push it to the bottom of the screen, and there's a hole in the bottom of the screen.
Right. The hole just goes back to the swamp area.
Right. You don't want to go into the hole. You push it in the bottom into the hole, and then there's a ladder you climb at the top.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, so I made the ladder appear. Okay, I climbed up and I guess I won.
No.
Oh.
Now you have to try and go across the screen again.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, at least the underwater stuff is still done.
Yes.
Okay, so now there's a wrench on the stage with all the ladders.
It doesn't. It'll just be a couple of randomly different items. It doesn't really matter what they are.
Oh, fuck.
You just have to do the same thing.
Okay.
They're slightly veiled references to the movie.
Okay.
Shit. Fucking hell.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that sigh is the epitome of this game.
Yeah. Like, this kind of sucks.
Huh? Oh, cool. I just jumped in the fucking thing because I thought I fucking... Yeah, the controls for this game are awful. The sounds for this game are not great. The premise of this game is not great. The level designs for this game are not great.
Yeah. So how do I actually cross the water? I tried jumping on the boat. That didn't work.
You just run across.
You run across?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just Frogger.
Okay, I mean, I didn't realize I could walk on the water.
Yeah.
Of course. How silly of me.
Yeah, it's just Frogger.
Okay, so I made it to the top, and now I'm on a stage where the cowboy was chasing me again, and then he knocked me back into the swamp.
Huh. So there's apparently a... Oh my god! There's a way you're supposed to go. It's like a maze or something.
Right. So now I'm back on the shower stage. And now it's a bomb.
Now mine's a cowboy hat.
Oh. Oh, I think the person chasing me is the lady from the shower. Like she...
No. It's the wife of the sheriff person.
Oh, okay. Because the lady disappears from the shower, and then
Yeah,
the
she disappears when you get to the point when you get to like the eye level view because she
Okay.
notices that you're looking at her.
Okay. Yeah, I thought she got pissed off and started chasing me around.
Fuck that level. Oh my god.
Everything is so jittery on the Frogger stage.
Yeah. You get to a point where it's everything is just stopped. Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god. So you basically just run to the end.
Yeah, it's like the more times you do the shower stage, the easier the Frogger stage gets.
Mhm.
Yeah, the ladders are difficult to climb.
Mhm.
The pole vaulting is difficult to time. Nothing really feels good.
Oh my god. Okay, what do I have to do on this level? Jesus fuck.
Are you back in the maze level?
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to
What
do.
do I have to do? Yeah. Blow the blasted bar away. To do so, you must follow the correct path to the top of the scaffolding, planting the dynamite charges as you go. Reach the top, a detonator will appear, and it's bye-bye Porky. Climb the scaffolding, position, blah blah blah. Only one path will work. It must be approached from the bottom. On the right path, the arrow on the left of the screen will turn green. Wrong, the arrow will turn red, and you must return to the bottom. So it's literally just figuring out the right direction.
Yeah, and it's just like I guess it's just trial and error.
Certainly seems like it. Anything else in this fucking game?
Okay, now I have to push the pig into the hole.
The fuck?
Like, thank God you don't have limited lives or limited time in this game.
Yeah.
Like, at least it just kind of lets you keep going. So yeah, everything on the Frogger stage is just standing still now.
Yeah, same. Oh my fucking god.
The fuck do you mean there's a hole there? Ugh.
Okay. Come on! I'm about to just rage quit this fucking game.
I'm having a bad time.
Not a good game.
It's not.
It's disgusting. It's not well done. Even the fucking shower scene is getting annoying because the goddamn person that's chasing you is being an asshole.
And I fell in the hole. Of course, because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I fall in the hole? Like, there's too much going on in this game, and none of it's good.
No! No!
Okay, Frogger stage.
Why in the fuck?
Okay, so I know the third one is... Never mind.
It changes every time.
Does it?
Yep.
And what the hell is the point of it making you do everything again if it's not even, like, letting you learn the maze? Climb the fucking ladder? Jesus. Climb the ladder. Jesus.
Fuck!
Of course there's a hole there. Of course there is.
This is worse than Crawl. Like, this level, the fucking beast in Crawl is like the easiest thing in the world compared to this level.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kroll is a masterpiece compared to this.
Horrendous. Why are we still playing this?
Okay, so I'm on the maze, the girders, and I'm climbing up, and it's just like I was just hitting my head against the top over and over.
Like the very top?
Yeah, like I was at the top, but I wasn't.
Oh, because you have to go the right direction where the arrow on the left hand is green the entire way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a fucking
awesome.
Yeah, it's a real shit show. Of course, every time you're wrong, you have to climb all the way down and almost get caught by dickhead.
I mean, I get caught by him every single time.
Can I please climb one of these?
Because there's no way to climb back up. It won't let me.
You have to be in the right spot.
Man, fuck video games.
Not that one. Cool. Fuck video games.
I'm never playing a video game again after this.
Go up the fucking thing! No, you stupid whore!
Hey now. We don't need that Porky's language in here.
This dude's dumb. Like, in the movie, he's dumb.
Well, I'm sure, but... You know...
Jesus. Fuck, can I please go? It's just everything about this game is annoying. Okay, that one's correct. And then it just, like, arbitrarily decides which one of these you can go up.
Yeah.
And it just decides that, nah, you can't go up that one. That's not the right one.
And like, there's no way to test and figure it out. Like, you just have to try every one and hope you don't fall. But you always fall.
Huh?
You always fall.
Hi, game. Yes, I'm trying to climb you. No! No! I wasn't falling there! Fuck you!
This game is unwinnable.
Okay, I'm wrong. It doesn't change every time.
This game is a prank.
Or at least it hasn't for me. I mean, the entire movie is a fucking prank.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not making me want to watch the movie ever.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't. It's terrible.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, it changed. Fuck me. Cool. Now's that.
Fuck video games and fuck the 80s.
Does it mean that's right? No, no, of course not. Oh, okay, now we're gonna fall. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, it's not that one. God
Climb the
forbid, why
ladder.
would it be that one?
Alright, this one is going to make me fall. That one's going to
The
make me fall.
fuck do you...
Okay, I somehow managed to climb. But how? Okay. Okay, so you can, I think you can climb any of them on the bottom level if you're like just to the right or left. I don't want to figure out how to play this game. I don't want to waste any more brain cells on this. Can we be done?
One more, hold on, one more try.
Okay. One more try. It won't let me stop climbing.
Okay,
Fuck.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm about to throw
Okay,
a controller.
Hang on, I've almost got it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
You beat it?
No,
Oh, okay.
this game is worse than Springer.
I agree.
Fuck this game forever. Fuck Porky's forever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's the worst.
Like, it lulls you into a sense of accomplishment because you can sort of figure out what you're doing for the first couple stages. It doesn't feel good, but you can sort of figure it out. And then you make it to that climbing stage and everything is just fucked. Oh. Yeah. You're good with putting it in last?
Absolutely.
Okay. Fuck Porky's forever. New number 78. Congratulations.
So
Oh.
there are 6 levels of difficulty.
No, there's not.
We were playing on the easiest difficulty.
Fuck you. But go on.
The each of the switches makes each of the scenes easier, or so I guess technically I guess you could play on easy. There is an easier difficulty because you can make each of the individual scenes easier.
Not interested. No,
Um
thank you.
but that's pretty.
Yeah. New worst game of all time, Porky's. Well, thanks for showing me Porky's.
Yeah,
We did it. We found a game that's worse than Springer.
like it.
It has the sexual violation of women. It has the most annoying sound effects. It has the illusion of progress. Um, it's like the controls are bad. The jump is horrible. The ladder climbing is horrible. Just everything about it
Mm-hmm.
is the worst.
It is the type of thing you would expect from a unlicensed game.
Yeah. Which I mean, technically, every 2600 game that's not by Atari is unlicensed in a sense.
Right.
Like,
But these
there's
are
no,
but this is the same people that made Bank Heist, god damn it.
yeah. Well, the same company, surely not the same people. Um,
And Fantastic Voyage and Megaforce.
yeah. So Porky's was made by uh Dunhill Electronics. Wait, what? There's like three developers listed: Laser
Yeah.
Microsystems, Dunhill Electronics. But the developer, I can't read the full credit. It's B. Winston something.
Yeah, so the people listed are B. Winston Hendrickson, Randall Rhodes Hyde, and John Sidman. And
Yeah,
they all are literally just this game.
right. Yeah, and Bank Heist, also a 20th Century Fox game, but that was developed by Bill Aspromonte or Bill Aspromont. So, yeah, no,
No,
no, no shared DNA there.
yeah, no relation.
Yeah, and then Megaforce was let's see, Douglas Dallas North Neubauer. So yeah, not
Okay.
same company, not the same developers.
Oh, the dude who made Bank Heist also made Pigs in Space.
Oh, hmm, he did a fine job.
Yeah, I mean, Pigs in Space is fine. It's a clear cash grab.
Yeah. So you're telling me it took three people to make Porky's, huh?
Apparently.
Damn.
Apparently.
I mean, I won't fault the developers necessarily for including the shower sequence because they were just copying the movie, basically.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, they shouldn't have. Like, they should have copied other aspects of the movie, which,
I mean, that's the movie,
yeah, bad.
unfortunately.
Not gonna watch it,
No.
and I'm never gonna play Porky's again.
And what's sad is there's 3 of those fucking movies.
Jesus.
Yeah. All 1980. They're like, I think I want to say it's like 83 to like 87 or something like that. Is when they all came out.
Yeah, the '80s was a nightmare decade. Well,
Actually, you know what? I'm mistaken. There are 2.
oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There were 3.
Well, fuck
There were
all of
3.
them, I'm sure.
And it was 82 to 85. But they really pumped them out there.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess that'll do it.
Yeah, that was ended in a real shit stain of a game. Huh?
Yep. But I'm glad we got it out of the way. Glad we got it on the list. I'll be honest, I was not expecting to have a new worst game of all time. But yeah, Porky's.
But hey, I
I
mean,
mean,
we played a classic Atari game in Asteroids,
yeah,
which was good,
and a pretty decent bowling game.
and a
And
decent little bowling game for what it is. Absolutely.
yeah, and Night Driver isn't as bad as I thought it was. I mean, I'll be honest, when we went into this episode, I was almost expecting Night Driver to be like a bottom 3 game cuz
Wow, really?
yeah, I was just not having a time with it. But yeah, it is slightly better than I expected. I mean, it's a
It's definitely no Porkies.
yeah, like compared to Porky's, it's the Mona Lisa. Like I'd play Night Driver for hours before I play Porky's again. Jesus. Yeah, you really you gave me some perspective this episode, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right,
Oh
and
shit.
with that said, this has been episode 13. Um,
Yeah.
so
Lucky number 13.
yeah, that's true. Uh, yeah, Lucky 13, new worst game of all time. So Asteroids was recommended by Aki Steven, correct?
yeah. Aki Steven. Well, it was one that they had mentioned that I was like, ah, well, shit, that one needs to be played sooner or later, so I'll put it on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a classic that it's good too that we got to sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So someone left a suggestion for me. Let me pull that up real quick.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
so for the next episode, just a little teaser here. Uh, sorry, the YouTube dashboard interface is a nightmare.
Oh, you're good.
So yeah, next episode, I'll be taking a look at the game Dark Chambers, which I've played a little bit
Ooh,
before, and is definitely an interesting one.
cool.
Uh, the Worms player 6348 recommended that.
Awesome.
So yeah, look forward to that.
That sounds cool.
It's a very interesting game. But yeah, if you'd like to recommend a game for us to play, you can't recommend Porky's because we've already played it. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll be here next Sunday for another installment. We will get the list up to top 84.
Hell yeah, dude. We're getting super close to 100. Excited for
Yep.
that.
Yep. We are building the hell out of this list.
Starting to get some really abstract games that neither of us have even heard of, much less played. I mean, we were
Yep.
doing that already, but starting to do that
Yeah.
even more so.
Yep. Digging deeper into the pile of obscurity.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that there was a Miss Piggy game.
Yeah. Me either until I saw it and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yep. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We will be with you next Sunday, and yeah, we'll see you then.
Yep. Later, guys.
Bye, everyone.